Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Vinodihari Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham.
Ki Jai.
Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Bhavan Gauriya Guru Bharata Ki Jai, Patik Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Radha Vinodihari Ju Ki Jai, Radha Ramana Ju Ki Jai, Giriraj Mahārāja Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra Ki Jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Can you try turning on the lights again? I don't know if the electricity came back.
Remember, Jiva Bhavana Prabhu is not with us tonight, so when Lavangalata comes on.
Okay. So I don't know if Jiva Bhavana Prabhu is able to be with us today.
He said he wouldn't.
Okay, so we are requesting if Lavangalata Didi,
when she comes on,
when you come on, if you could please post the bhajans in the comment section of the thread. So we will begin with Mangalachara, page 1 of our Gaudiya Giti Guccha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamana. By the way, we'll tell you a few times more. Sudevi has posted it on her page. Tomorrow, we will not begin here. We will begin 2 hours earlier, 3 o'clock p.m. sharp Vrindavan time, out in the field of Bandirvan, Bangshivat, Mansarovar, and so forth. So we look forward to being with all of you out there. So, okay, Mangalacharan Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Patakam. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Padakamanam, Shri Guru Vaishnava. Sagrajatam Sahagano Raghunathan Vikamtam Sajivam Sarvekam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagano Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamshcha Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Śrī Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Kaudalya Madhurya Gunashayuktam Varam Varinyam Purusham Mahantam Nārayaṇam Tvam Shirasham Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padamjitaika Hridde Chaitanya Leelamrita Sarasaram Nārayaṇam Tvam Satatam Prapadye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Vishnupadaya पतिमर्त्यच्छरित्राय स्वश्रितानांशपालिने जीवादुःखे सनरकाय श्रीनाम प्रेमदायिने नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवर्षभानवी देवी दैताय कृपाभये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दैने ब्रह्मणे नमः माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये निरकारिणे रूपानुगम्यरुद्धाव सिद्धान्तध्वन्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसम्बोधे अलम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगम्बरायते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सजनप्रिय वैष्णवः सर्वभौमश्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जयतां सुरतो पङ्गो मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्वत्पदम्बोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यवृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठानिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमद्रसरसारम्भे कर्षन्मेनुस्वने गोपीनाथ श्रीयेस्तु नः वृन्दाये तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियायै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकम् भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृन्द चेतो दर्पणमार्जन Anandam Budivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamritashadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Harer Nama Harer Nama Harer Nameva Kevalam Haro Nastyeva 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 Gati Vanyatha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Some strange allergen.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can open the windows. No?
Cool. I'd rather have allergies.
So Gurudev Kripa Karke Mujhko Apana Lena, page 360 in the songbook. And let me just open this to see.
Are you going to get the...
I'm going now on to Facebook just to see if it's on.
Of course it is. I have my thing here.
Okay. Oh, you mean with the Tanpura?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. There we are.
I don't know if Lavangalata is there. If anyone can post Gurudev Kripa Karke.
Gurudev Kripa Karke Mujhko Apana Lena. Parampara ki jai.
It's really strange. I see only 3 there, but I see Isha Thakurani, even Jiva Bhavana Prabhu,
One second.
Bhaktivedānta Prabhu.
Are you looking on the right day?
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday I was looking on the wrong day.
Both of them just, it says only 3, but I see a lot of devotees there. It's strange. Is it working?
I can't tell. How do I turn off the sound?
Just go to the next bhajan, I think.
Okay. O He Vaishnava Thakur, Doyara Sagar, page 13-9.
Jiva Bhavana Prabhu was there.
Okay,
And
Dandavat Pranam.
no, he said can't stay, but, and then he put Buddha, and then,
Correct. O He Vaishnava Thakur, Doyara Sagar, Edase Karuna Tori. What's going on?
I think you should check it.
If it's still recording,
only 4 people are there, and
it's okay.
It's not.
Just keep your eye on that when the 90% comes up or the
Maybe
50%. I'm just gonna check it.
Open a hotspot so I can check it.
1 second. I'm opening hotspot.
Nope, right remote is working.
Is it?
The camera isn't. Did you update it or anything?
Did I update what?
The phone or anything?
Why?
Because the phone isn't showing any comments or any. Well, I mean, it says that there's a few devotees.
I haven't updated anything.
Well, you could have said that.
But it does its own updates.
Right. Okay. I'm just.
Let me check
aware.
here. 1 second.
There it's not showing that anyone posted a song or anything.
Let me just check here.
Sorry, dear Vaishnavas, something strange is going on.
Oh, I can hear Sudevi speaking through here. No, it looks like many devotees are there. Dandavat pranama Vaishnavas.
Okay, for some reason.
Nope, only 5 or 6. I don't know what's going on.
No, but it's not showing their what. Can you see that anybody's posted a comment?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Devaki, Nandini, Rakam.
Kishori, it was just I'm letting you know what the phone is doing.
There.
It's just strange. Okay.
I have to turn this off so that I can...
Sorry, dear devotees, we don't know what's happening here.
Śrī Rupa Gosvāmī Pad Ki Jai. Shuniyachi Sadhu Mukhe Bole Sarvajan, page 51. Shuniyachi sadhu mukhe bole sarvajana Śrī Rupa kripayo mire yugala charana Gosvāmī Pāda ki jai, Śrī Satyavrata Gosvāmī Prabhu ki
Jai.
jai. The air is very humid here. I heated up the Mridanga over the fire to make it tighten up, but it's still so low. Jai Jai Nityananda, Rohini Kumar, page 64, by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Sanskrit. I don't remember. Do you have that bhajan? Ashya Shachi Sutam Anupama Rupam. I don't think it's there on KK San. Vande Vishvambhara Pada Kamalam. Do you want to do that?
Page 339.
339. Vande Vishvambhara Pada Kamalam. Śrī Satyavrata Muni ki jai. Vande Vishvambhara Pada Kamalam. Let me just check something really quick.
Something really weird.
It might be connected to the internet and it might be going off and on. I'll be right back.
The internet is really bad.
Yeah, so if this is connected to the internet, then, sorry, to the... Radhe?
No, it's not normal.
No, but it's going to be in a second. You need to connect to mine, to Kishori. Is it still going?
Yeah, I think so.
Radhe Radhe, Dandava Pranam, Hare Krishna. Is it better now? Radhe Radhe, can you see? Is it smoother? Dandava Pranam, all Vaishnavas.
Dandava Pranam!
I don't know if it's working properly. It had Bluetooth on. It was also tethered as a mobile hotspot. So
I'm going to refresh it. I'm going to just refresh it really, really quick. Hopefully you don't get bumped off. Let me just try. Something is going... Well, I see a comment now for Gorapahum Nabhajiyamainu. Just excuse us for 1 minute. We're just trying to fix it. Yeah, Messenger also is acting strangely, I must admit. Hold on, we're just... It's so weird. Okay, we're just fixing it. 1 minute, 1 minute. Sorry, dear Vaishnavas, please forgive us. Kishori, everybody's having the same.
still?
Yeah. No, everyone's having to refresh it. Maybe it's a Facebook problem.
So, you think it's a Facebook problem? Hare Krishna?
Alright, we're on. It's fine.
Okay,
It's fine.
thank you. Oh,
It says, it's okay, don't worry.
yes, I didn't realize that Bluetooth was on and the other one was on. So you're requesting Gora Pahu Namajiyamaynu?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw someone asking for...
What page is it?
Krishna Das.
Atul Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Jai. So Gora Pahu Namajiyamaynu.
It's just so strange. Okay,
Are
what's
you
going...
connected to this one?
No, I'm on Radhavina Bihari.
But you can connect to this
No,
one.
no, don't worry.
Okay.
You're not even sitting there yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, I think mine... Don't worry about it. Just let's do it. Go.
Okay.
I don't need this.
Gora Pahu Namajiyamaynu.
Jai Ho. It's 108. Okay.
108.
108%.
Is that the page number? Oh, no, that's not the page number. What's the page number for Gora Pahu?
They said, don't worry, just go on. And David said, maybe we'll have to do without comments. But see, now I can see them.
But it's going to be working. Trust me. It will be working. What page is Gora Pahu? Labangala Didi?
The comments are late. We have to look ourselves.
Oh, we have to look ourselves. 83. 83. Gora Pahu Nabhajiyamaynu.
Sorry for the delay.
Gora Pahu Nabhajiyamaynu. দোষে আপনি রূপিনু গোরা পাহুনা ভজিয়াময়ী সৎসঙ্গ ছাড়ি করিনু অসতে লীলা তে কারণে লাগিল যে কর্ম বন্ধ ভার গোরা পাহুনা ভজিয়াময়ী বিষয় বিষম বিষ সতত খাই গৌর কীর্তন রসে মগন না হইনু গোরা পাহুনা ভজিয়াময়ী ভেরো মায়া ছায়ে প্রাণ কি সুখ পাইয়া ভেরো মায়া ছায়ে প্রাণ কি সুখ পাইয়া নরোত্তম দাসা কেন না গেল মরিয়া গোরা পাহু না ভজিয়াময়ী জয় সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরি জয় সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরি গৌর হে গৌর হে গৌর হে গৌর Śrī Satyavrata Muni ki jai. Is it any better than before? Do we not know? Do we know?
If I refresh it, I can see that anybody's, Prabhuji, if you can post, because her net's, yeah, everyone's having a problem.
It couldn't possibly be our internet. It must be all of yours, right?
No, everybody, it seems everybody's having to... I think it's a Facebook thing. Bhaktivedānta Prabhu said it's a Facebook thing.
It could be.
All
So
right.
that bhajan we just sang is very deep, very intense, and very close to the hearts of all of our Guru Varga. You can hear how when Prabhupada sang it, if you listen to him singing it, so intense,
So grave.
so grave, but also brings about a deep mood of, well, the title is regret. So the mood of this is, what have I done with my life? What did you want to say?
After you're done. After you're done.
Please tell.
Shivakram Prabhu is asking for Manabol Haribol.
Okay, we'll do that afterward. So the mood of this is, what have I done with my life? Even though I have received so much, I have received this great treasure in my hands. Harinam, our Diksha mantras, Thakurji, Vrindavan Dham, Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, so many pure Vaishnavas, Mahaprasad, every opportunity has been given to us. Still, we have knowingly forsaken that treasure, that prema ratana dhana, that wealth of prema which has been handed to us, as if it is something that is unimportant. And instead, here he's saying, knowingly drunk poison. He neglected it and is instead drinking poison. Like our Srila Gurudev would tell us, if you want to take poison, don't ask me. I cannot give it to you. If you want it, you can go to the market, purchase it yourself, take it yourself, or whatever, but don't ask me to give it to you. He hasn't come for that purpose. So many ask Gurudev, give me blessings for this material thing or that material thing. But what happens? Sri Guru cannot do so. Why? Because Guru is the embodiment of the compassion, the love, the affection, the mercy of Bhagavan, the condensed form. So how can he give you something which is unfavorable for your progress on the path of bhakti? That would be known as violence to the jiva, or jiva hingsa. But here, Narottam Das Thakur is showing, he's saying, instead of associating with devotees, I have given up that association, and I am associating with those who don't have any inclination to help me to move forward on the path of bhakti. They want to take my attention for all kinds of material things. So I was forsaking that association, and instead I am sporting with non-devotees. Now this doesn't mean playing sports in the field with non-devotees. This means taking their moods, their conceptions, absorbing our minds in all of those things that will not help us when that last moment comes. Krishna says whatever we're focusing on, whatever we're absorbing our minds in at the time of death, we will certainly attain to that. And so we can consider, what am I doing with my time? What am I doing with my life? What will happen if I'm absorbing my mind in all of the other things that I'm thinking about when I'm not doing my program, when we're not doing kirtan, and when we're not repeating the words of our Guru Varga? What am I doing with my time? And what would happen if at that time I lose my valuable human form of life? Then I'll be bashing my head thinking, what have I done? What have I done? So Narottam Das Thakur is saying, I have not become absorbed in Gaur Kirtan, means glorifying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or doing the Kirtan of Mahaprabhu, which is glorifying Radha and Krishna. Instead, I am absorbing my mind in doing Kirtan, not real Kirtan, but glorifying all kinds of mundane and material things. And so we have a chance and a choice at every moment. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, for what happiness does this life continue? Means, what is the purpose of it? If I'm not using it for its purpose, if I'm not utilizing it for its real purpose, which is to endeavor for perfection or Krishna Bhakti, then really what is its purpose? It's uselessly being wasted. And I'm just going to continue in the cycle of repeated birth and death. So Narottam Das is feeling very lowly. And really, this is not about him. Although he is so high, still he's feeling himself lowly, but we are actually so lowly, whereas he's so high. So this is in his humility, whereas we might be so low thinking that we're so great. So Narottam Das Thakur is showing, but he's saying, why doesn't Narottam Das simply die? Narottama Dasakeno Nagelo Maria. However, this doesn't mean that if we're feeling lowly and depressed or despondent on the path of bhakti that we should just go and die. That would be throwing away that valuable opportunity which has been given to us by Krishna. And Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Gosvāmī, who also felt that way, upon being embraced by Mahaprabhu, when Sanatana was full of sores and boils and everything at that time from going through the forest. He felt so low that he also wanted to give up his life. And what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tell him? And he repeated the same conversation to Raghunath Das Goswami. If by dying we could attain Krishna Prem, don't you think we all would have done so by now? That is not our process. Our process is not by dying. Our process is by crying. So this is part of Narottam Das Thakur's weeping and crying. Feeling, what have I done with my time? But the Vaishnavas don't just stay there in that state of, oh, woe is me. What have I done with my time? Now my life is wasted. It's useless. They always answer it with a positive prayer. So if you see the words of Narottam Das Thakur or the words of Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur, then they always come out. The next bhajan that Narottam Das Thakur would write would be a prayer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's feeling so much regret, but then that prayer for mercy must come. So we should not stay in a state of despondency. Then it means we are pessimistic and we don't have faith in the power and the blessings, the mercy of Sri Guru, the Vaishnavas, Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu. That would mean that we think that our anarthas are greater than their capacity to help us. And that would be an inverted sort of pride. The other side of the coin of pride. One is, I'm so low. And the other one's, I'm so low that you even cannot help me. Right? And I'm putting my ego above and beyond the capacity of the Absolute to help me if he wants. So, our Srila Gurudev, I remember once, many years before, I went and told him about my mountain of pride. And I was seeing Mount Everest. I have so much ego, so much lust, so much anger and greed for material things and so much material desire. And I was feeling completely hopeless and helpless. So I ran to him and I was revealing all of this to him, thinking that, wow, this mountain is made of stone and it is so big, nothing can shake it or break it. And Gurudev's response was, it's nothing. Like that. It's nothing. Just follow my instructions and very easily these things will go. And I remember looking at him thinking, my God, he's so powerful. For me, what seems to be the insurmountable mountain of stone, so heavy and so powerful, for him is not even a particle of dust. We should put our faith in the lotus feet of such transcendental personalities. They have the power of the Lord, that condensed power of his mercy, which is his most prominent Shakti. So we should not limit the potency of Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas, Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, man bol, Hari bol. What page is it? 174. 174.
You have to just wait a minute because everything's a little delayed.
Hopefully that's in the right pitch. Mana bol hari, bol hari, hari hari bol. Govinda Madhava Gopala bol. Vaishnava charane kori, bolo hari bol.
Vaishnava charane kori, bolo hari bol.
Navanirada Nindita Kanti Dharam, page 295. What's the time? Oh, it's getting late. Wait. We'll do a faster one.
Aren't you going to do Damodarasṭakam?
After. Together, Radha and Krishna. Radhe Brajajana Manasukakari, Radhe Shyam Shyama Shyam. Page, and it's in the Hindi section, so
it's page 362.
Page 362. No.
What? Brajajana Mana? Oh, that's Radhanam. Sorry. I don't know what happened. 366.
There you go.
Sorry.
Three 66 Brajajana Manasukakari Radhe Shyam Shyama Shyam. Śrī Radhe Brajajana Manasukakari Radhe Shyam Shyama Shyam. Radhe Brajajana Manasukakari Shyama Shyama Radhe Shyama 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 Radhe Shyama 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 Radhe Shyama 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 Murmukutta Makara Krita Kundala Galavaijanti Charanam Manupura Rasal Radhe Shyam Shyama Shyam Radhe Vajajanamana Sukakari Radhe Shyama Shyama Sundara Vadana Kamala Dallalochana Bhakti Chitta Manahari Mohana Vamshi Bihari Radhe Shyama 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 Radhe Vajajanamana Sukakari Radhe Shyam Shyama Shyam Vrindavan mein Dheru charave Gopi Jana Manahari Shri Govardhan Dhari Radhe Shyama 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 Radhe Vajajanamana Sukakari Radhe Shyama 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 Radha Krishna Mili Avado Gaurarupayamutari Radha Krishna Mili Avado Shama 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 Shri Radha Vino Bihari Ki Jai. Now we will sing Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Yesterday I forgot to light their lamp beforehand, but not today.
So just let everybody know that who's new to the thread, why you're still...
Why I'm still what? Oh, okay. So that will be 290, 290 in our songbook. Or, I hope the bhajans are being posted.
Yeah, they are.
It will also be posted, so just check and see if in the comments there the bhajans are posted. 290.
You can do it higher. I'm not going to sing with you on that. It's too much.
Okay. So why are we still doing it? Because we're still studying Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. We started at the beginning of Kartik, then we were going out to so many different locations, and we were also doing that at the same time that we would be giving classes. So it has been, how do you say, the progress has been slow.
And also Kishori doesn't just read.
I don't just read, yeah. Sometimes it can be one sentence and then, or even not that, just a recap, and it can be inspiration. So we're going through as a very in-depth study. So we're continuing with our Kartik, in essence, the extended version. This can go for quite a long time. So we're still singing Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. There is no harm or no scripture which says you cannot sing it outside of Kartik month. And there's no scripture or Vaishnav who says you cannot contemplate these transcendental pastimes outside of the month of Kartik. Although we know that that pastime took place on Diwali Day. So, we are continuing with Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. We actually continue with chapter 3, starting with chapter 3 today. So, before that, we will sing Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam and Hare Krishna.
Maybe tomorrow he could sing Madhava Hey, because today is, the bhajans are finishing now. I put a new one that works better. Why did you say uh-oh?
It worked. Shri Yashoda Damodar
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai, Radha Ramanaju Ki Jai, Radha Vino Bihari Ju Ki Jai,
Jai.
Shachinandana Gaur Hari Ki
Ki
Jai,
Jai.
Giriraj Maharaj Shalagram Shila Ki Jai, Laddu Gopal Ki Jai,
Jai.
and the little one also Ki Jai.
Jai.
You can't even see him, he's so little.
It's just going in and out, in and out.
It might, really? Oh.
Maybe it's Canadian. Okay, 290, or what is it, 390? 290.
290. 390 is something else. It's 290. And we're doing the tune that we grew up with. Is it still doing that?
Yeah, it's just going in and out, in and out.
Maybe if I just do this, it will stop. It'll focus there. Or maybe if I bring it, let's focus it on Thakurji again. Let's see. Focus the light on them. Okay. Sorry about that. Namami Sharanam Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamatam Yashoda Param Krishnam Patyam Tato Drutya Gopya Rudantam Muhurnetra Yukam Vrijantam Param Bhojayukmeta Santam Kanetram Muhushvasakam Namaste Sundara Prabhupada Guru Varga ki jai, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande,
And Jiva Bhavana Prabhu is back.
Jai.
Yay!
Welcome, Jiva Bhavan Prabhu.
Okay, it says like 7 are present, but don't worry about that. The devotees are there. It's just a mess up with Facebook.
Facebook is making adjustments.
Very good, very good.
Very good. So before we continue, tomorrow
Is it Kadashi?
for us is Ekadashi, and we will also be beginning 2 hours earlier than usual. Not from here, from Andirban, Bangshivat, the place of Śrī Dāmodara, and also Mansarovar. So it would be wonderful if you were with us at that time. Let me just adjust this.
So 3 o'clock.
So starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Vrindavan time, sharp. That means ekdam. Right on time?
Ekdam Badiya.
No, ekdam means
On time.
absolutely at that time. So tomorrow we will begin from Bandirban. I'm just going to put this on so I can see what's going on. Excuse me.
It's very delayed.
Okay.
Don't delay.
Yeah. Everything is delayed today. All right. Won't be any
How great was that? I just decided to... Anyway.
Any disturbance? Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandava Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupad, Ashtottara Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And the same thousands of Dandava Pranam in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupad, Ashtottara Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga, Gauriya, Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas past, present, and future, including all of you who are present with us today, I offer you my Dandava Pranam.
Dandava Pranam, dear Vaishnavas, Hari Bol, Radhe
Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam. She threw me off there. Normally she says Radhe Radhe, Radhe Shyam, and this time she said Hari Bol. Okay. So, before entering into this beautiful treasure, Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, we will acknowledge the author from whose heart Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam manifested, that is Śrī Satyavrata Muni. It is written down in Padma Purana by Śrī Vyasadeva, commented on by Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī, and then commented on by our Param Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and then commented on further by our Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta, Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Maharaj. So, needless to say, it is full of transcendental nectar. As Śrīmad Bhagavatam says, Bhagavatam has become even more sweet by being tasted by the parrot, Shukumukad Amrita Drava Samyutam. Like a parrot touches any fruit, then you know that that fruit is sweet or sweeter. It becomes even sweeter upon being touched by the beak of the parrot. In the same way, these pastimes of Krishna become even sweeter by being touched by the mouths of the pure devotees who have love and affection for Krishna, and they're touching upon each other's recollection and glorification of Krishna. So how sweet is Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. So before entering in, examining this beautiful treasure and all the gems inside, we will pray to these personalities in the words of Śrī Raghunatha Gosvāmī. Vairāga juga bhaktira samprayatnair apayana mam anubhikshamandam kripamgadiryaparaduk duki sanatanastam prabhum ashrayami. Begging in the dust of their lotus feet that may even a particle of their moods, which are present within these pages, manifest itself within our hearts. Just before before I started speaking, I was thinking about what I was saying before, Nitya Lila Pravishta. And some people don't like to say that after the departure of their Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta, because somehow by saying that it brings about a feeling within them of this idea that they have actually departed. In general, as is the custom, one does not say Nitya Lila Pravishta unless that person has departed from our physical vision in this world, or in other words, entered Samadhi. And so, for many, it brings about that feeling. However, we always say, Nikunja Yuno Ratikeli Siddhyai. We should understand that our Gurudev is always present within Nitya Lila, serving Radha and Krishna within the Nikunjas of Vrindavan. Also serving Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gaurahari, and also doing their pastimes in this world of rescuing us fallen conditioned souls who are so desperately needy of their mercy. So, being that they are always present in Nitya Lila, it is only a custom that we would say after their physical departure that they have now entered Nitya Lila. Because while they're present, we are always saying that they are already in Nitya Lila. They're already absorbed constantly in serving Radha and Krishna. They're already expert in assisting the gopis in the service of Radha and Krishna. Śrī Radhika Madhavayoraparam Madhurya Lila Gunarupanam. They're expert in doing all of these services. So from one perspective, you can say, well, really, what's the difference? We should always say Nitya Lila. And from another perspective, there's the social convention. So I know I've shared it before, but many new or more recent visitors may appear. One time, Pujapad Bhaktivedānta Mahārāja in New Braj, Badger, California, requested, he said, why do we say Nitya Lila? And I stood up and I said, I don't know why we don't always say Nitya Lila. And he just started laughing. And he said, one time, when our Srila Gurudev was young, Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he stood up, he was requested to speak, and so he began glorifying our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, starting first by his opening prayers, offering pranam to his Gurudev. First of all, I offer my Dandavat Pranam to my Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupar Ashtotar Shata Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav. All of them started laughing because they were his Gurudev's godbrothers. And so many devotees. Why are you saying Nitya Lila? He's still physically present here. And Srila Gurudev was like, what? Only your Gurudev is in Nitya Lila and not my Gurudev. So there's social convention, and then there's the deeper understanding of what something is. And what is the reality? Actually, it is not that when Gurudev departs from our vision that suddenly they enter Samadhi. They're always in a state of Samadhi. Transcendental connectedness with equal consciousness in connection to the absolute truth. This is the definition of Shri Guru. Maybe if someone's Guru is not on that level, it might be that they have to come to a point eventually by increasing in their devotion and their bhakti, where at a certain point they enter into that transcendental state. But if we understand that our Gurudev, Sri Guru, is transcendental and descending from there, it's not that they have left their original post of serving Radha and Krishna, but they're able to expand themselves, just like Krishna expands. And Nanda Mahārāja and Mother Yashoda and all the Brajavasis, in fact, Krishna is present within every atom of creation, and he is not alone. I'm paraphrasing Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Within every atom of creation, he is there. Nanda Baba, Yashoda, Srimati Radhika, and all the gopis, his friends, Vrindavan Dham, all the cows, everything is present within every atom of creation. So, is it not possible for Sri Guru, who is also an eternal associate of the Lord, to be expanded everywhere? Śrī Sutta Gosvāmī, glorifying Śrī Shukadeva Goswami, has said, Yang pravrajantam anupetyam apetya krityam dvaipayano virahakataraya juhava putreti tanmayataya tarvo bhinedus tang sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi. Tang sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi. I see that my Gurudev is situated within the heart of every living entity. Tang sarvabhuta, who is transcendental, who is not bound by mundane time and matter. It may appear like that to our eyes, but we should understand Sri Guru according to the verdict of Shastra. What is Sri Guru? So really, they're always present, serving Radha and Krishna in the Nikunjas of Vrindavan. Therefore, they're always Nitya Lila. But for social convention, we will say Om Vishnupad, and when they have physically departed our vision, then we say Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad. In this connection, once upon a time, we were with our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And he said to us, I think it was just myself and Sudevi at that time with him, he said, you should never take the name of your Gurudev in a cheap way, like carelessly. He said, if anyone ever asks you the name of your Gurudev with as much affection, with as much honor, with as much mamata that you can muster within your heart, you should very respectfully state their name. And he folded his hands like this, he bowed his head, and he said, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashtotar Shati Shri Śrīmad Śrīla Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Gosvāmī Mahārāja. He gave us like that as an example. Where most people, or many people, might just say, yeah, my guru is such and such. No, we should have deep, deep honor and respect for Gurudev. That maryada, or that kind of reciprocation, Srila Gurudev said, must always be present. One must, in the relationship with disciple and Gurudev, we should always have this kind of mood. In the transcendental realm, maybe everyone's all friends and playing and laughing and joking and maybe even cutting each other in terms of their arguments like this. But in this realm, the Guru-disciple relationship, there must be that hierarchy. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he said, there is an eternally impassable line of demarcation between the Savior and the saved. And only those who have truly been saved can know this, can understand this. So that respect is always necessary. Mandomui sadhana mate. With great care and attention, deep respect, we should serve the lotus feet of Sri Guru, keeping them as our life and soul. So now we're continuing with verse 3 of Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Iti driksvali labhi ananda kunde svaghosham majantam makyapayantam tadiyeshita jeshu bhakterjitatvam puna prematastam shatabhritti mande namami shwaram sachidananda rupam lasat kundalam gokule vrajamanam. Translation. By his childhood pastimes, such as this Dam Bandhan Lila, that means binding his waist. Dam Bandhan means to bind the waist. And this is the pastime of Yashoda, binding the waist of her small son, Kanhaiya, Krishna. By his childhood pastimes, he perpetually drowns all of the residents of Gokul, his gopas, gopis, cows, calves, and so forth, who are all manifested by his pastime potency in pools of bliss. He thus informs those who have knowledge of his absolute divinity that only the pure and simple love of these devotees can conquer him. Only the pure and simple love of these devotees can conquer him. Again, hundreds of times I offer loving obeisance unto Śrī Dāmodara Krishna. I remember once Srila Gurudev saying that for ladies it's easy. You just tell them about Krishna and their hearts open and they weep for Krishna. But for men, he said, they need all of this gyan, all of this knowledge and, and debating, and they need to know all of this kind of intense kind of philosophizing. They need all of these things. But here it is saying, those who have only pure and simple love, those devotees can conquer Krishna. So even those who are approaching through the path of Gyan, eventually they will have to let that go. In English, or from America, we have this term. It's about riding a bicycle, right? When you're learning to ride, you really have to focus. But they say once you know, then you never forget. So in the beginning, you're thinking, okay, right foot, left foot, balance, don't fall. Maybe I need training wheels. And so this is like the beginning practice, and I need that mathematics and the balance and all of that. That is like our gyan. But one day, once we become very familiar with it, it becomes practical, it becomes simple, easy, and natural for us. Then we won't have to think about that anymore. And you can see, even there are some who are expert at jumping from hills and doing flips and all of it, and they don't think about all of the mathematics involved in just balancing on top of their bicycle. It becomes natural. So in the beginning, we may require all of that. The Vaidhi Bhakti, the rules and regulations, and all of the practice, and the knowledge and the Gyan. Krishna is the supreme Godhead, and all of that. This is necessary in the beginning, and that is for all of us. We're babies, we're beginners. But gradually, one day, we will have to forget all of that. Srila Gurudev has said it again and again. One day we will have to forget that. And we will only know that Krishna is our dear most beloved. In whatever relationship we are with him, we won't think of him as God. If we are in Vrindavan, no Brajavasis think that he is God. They only know that they love him and that he loves them. So their beautiful, sweet, simple relationship is fully manifested. And only that pure and simple love can fully conquer him. In fact, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a statement by the Lord himself. He's saying that I'm not at all attracted by the flowery words of the Vedas and all of that. He's using the term Vaidhi Bhakti, the devotion which is offered to me out of fear, because one is supposed to do it, or maybe they're afraid of the negative consequence of not doing it. Because that's not really love. Right? If someone is making you do something, or you're doing something out of fear, then it's not really of the heart. It's not spontaneous. So that doesn't attract Krishna. as much as the love of Mother Yashoda, who is chasing him with a stick, or his friends who are wrestling him and throwing him in the dust of Vrindavan, or his gopis, especially Srimati Radhika, who is turning and walking the other way, and he comes running after her, begging for her mercy. Please accept me. Give me your sidelong glance. This, he said, even those chastising words. Even Mahaprabhu uses it. In the last verse of Śrī Satyavrata, he uses the word lampat. Lampat is a very strong word. It means cheater. It means dabachi. How do you pronounce that word? Dabachi? Dabache? Dabachi. Someone who's just doing like nonsense activities. Lampat. Here they use it also. Lampachor, like that. It's a cutting word. But Krishna is saying, oh, how pleasing is that to my heart to hear this coming from my dear, most beloved Brajabasis. And I'll give a worldly example. If there's someone that I don't really know, not well, and I say something about them or to them, or even in front of them, let's say I make some kind of cutting joke, but I don't know them well, they might take it in a way that seems offensive. You don't know me. You don't have a right to speak with me so informally. You don't know me like that. Right? We might become upset. Why would you say such a thing? They say that in every joke there's an element of reality. So it might cut. But best friends, they say stuff to each other all of the time. Very cutting. You know, they'll say something that's really even belittling or anything, which sounds belittling. Like a girl who sees another girl, her best friend, and she thinks, oh, you're so beautiful today. You're so beautiful. And then she'll say to her, I hate you. And then that girl will know, oh, she thinks I'm so beautiful. And instead of taking it as being hate, she'll understand that that remark was actually a remark of admiration, love, affection. And she'll take it like that, even though it seems to be the opposite. Our Srila Gurudev explained that in Vrindavan, the language is like this. It's all in innuendos. It's all spoken in such a way. He said they don't use these words, I love you. He said that would spoil everything. They don't just say it straight, but they tell it in 1,000 million ways, through their eyes, through their activities, through everything. They don't just say it straight up. It's not so cut and dry. Everything is mood. Everything is bhav. Everything is prem. Like he told Sudevi, he said the gopis' hearts are like jalebis. Your heart should become like a jalebi. Like this, very crooked. Meaning we don't just say everything straight up, only expressing in indirect ways. So in Vrindavan it is like that, but pure and simple. Why is it simple? Because it's based only on pure love and affection. It's not based upon fear. That if I don't follow these rules and regulations, then there will be some negative consequence for me. That is actually not pure bhakti. That would be considered either karma mishra bhakti or jnana mishra bhakti. Karma mishra bhakti means I'm doing bhakti for some reciprocation. I want something in return. And jnana mishra bhakti means I'm doing bhakti so that I can be free from the dualities of this material world, the suffering and the happiness, or the happiness which brings suffering, or this vicious cycle of happiness and suffering. So it won't be considered pure bhakti. But the Brajabasis, they have pure and simple love for him, and that completely controls and captivates his mind. So one day, we will have to forget all of the grandeur, at least of Krishna. In Vrindavan, they do worship Nārāyaṇa as God. O Nārāyaṇa, please protect my son. O Nārāyaṇa, I vow to you that I will not stop until I can bind him. Please help me to bind my son, Krishna. Not understanding that Krishna is the source of infinite Nārāyaṇas, as we have seen in Brahma Vimohan Lila. when Brahma stole the calves and the cowherd boys. And he came back later and he saw that Krishna's playing with them, but I stuck them all in a mountain cave. How is Krishna there with all of these same calves and cowherd boys? With two heads, he's looking toward his cave, and with two heads, he's thinking, what happened here? And then Krishna manifested to him, because Brahma is in Jnana Bhakti. He's not in the same category as the Brajabasis. So he sees Krishna as Bhagavan, as the Supreme Lord of everything. And he manifested to him in such a way that each one of those cowherd boys and all of those calves, they all manifested as four-armed forms of Nārāyaṇa. So Krishna is the source of infinite Nārāyaṇas. But in Vrindavan, they don't think so. They don't, not for one moment. Or maybe one moment it comes up. And then someone mentions it. Oh yeah, in his astrology it says this, and they're all discussing it. And then Nanda Baba he just makes cutting remarks. Really? So you think my son, Krishna, is God, is Bhagavan? Does Bhagavan cry when he doesn't get what he wants? Does he pinch babies and make them cry when he doesn't get the butter and the mishri, the rock candy? Does he become upset, throw tantrums, and urinate on the floor? Is he always stealing butter from house to house? Is that your definition of Bhagavan? And they're like, you're right. We don't know what we were thinking. And then everyone just starts laughing. And so sometimes it comes up, that little straw of Aishwarya, which is boiling in gallons, an ocean of milk. Sometimes that little straw of awesomeness, majesty of the supreme absolute truth manifests and shows its head on top for one moment, and everyone goes, oh, and then immediately it is covered again in that ocean of rasa. And Brajavasis, they don't have this conception. And that's why Krishna always remains in Vrindavan. Vrindavanam parityajya padam ekam nagachati. He never steps one footstep outside of Vrindavan. Because there, love has completely captured and captivated him. And he is dancing according to the love of his dear devotees in Vrindavan. And our aspiration is to somehow serve those personalities who are serving Krishna in such a way. It is only pure and simple love of these devotees that can conquer him. So we have Sanātana Gosvāmī's commentary here in pure Sanskrit, which I don't know. Guna visheshen utkarsha vishesham aha iti. I'm not going to read it. Our Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj has translated it and also impregnated within that translation his own bhav anubad, his own commentary full of bhav into that translation of Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī's. So it is known as Digdarshani Tika Bhav Anubad. Okay, seems to be working again. Hare Krishna. Śrī Satyavrata Muni begins this verse with Iti Drik Svalilabhi, to establish his worshipful Lord's unique glory. He accomplishes this by illustrating his wonderful character, his meaning Krishna's wonderful character. In this verse, Iti is used to mean like this. Thus he begins, like this, Iti Drik Svalilabhi, like this by his Bhakta Vashyata. In this way, he reiterates that it is Sri Krishna's nature to come under the control of his devotees. Only that person who has pure love can fully capture Krishna. As Bilva Mangal Thakur is saying in his Chorangaraganyaśtakam, Vraje Prasidam Namanita Choram, Chorangaganyam Chadukula Choram Aneka Marjita Papachoram Chorangraganyam Purusham Namami. He's saying, I will take you and capture you and keep you within the prison of my heart, and I will never let you go. But that's really where Krishna wants to be. Tumar Hriday Sada Govinda Vishram. Govinda is always residing, resting within the hearts of his pure devotees. And he says, I don't know anyone but my devotees, and they don't know anyone but me. So Krishna actually resides always within the hearts of the pure devotees. And that is who controls him by their love and affection. That's why when Sri Gurudev gives us Harinam, Sri Gurudev makes Krishna appear in our heart. Sri Gurudev, or the pure Vaishnavas, make Krishna appear within these forms. In Loi Bazaar, you see when they're carving them, they've got their feet there, they've got them in their feet, and they're using chisels and hammers. At that time, you cannot say that Krishna is directly in those forms. But Gurudev does something called pran pratishta. There's a process. He opens their eyes, chants mantras, and calls Krishna to come. That you manifest inside these forms as Archa Vigraha and accept the loving service of your devotees. In the same way, Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hoite. Guru makes Krishna appear in our hearts. How can he do that? Because he's able to control Krishna by his love and affection. Krishna consents to be controlled. Consent means accepts. Being controlled by his pure loving devotee. And the devotee can do what he likes with Krishna. Like that. And Krishna loves it. He loves being controlled by their love and affection. And so by the mercy of Krishna's pure devotees, that is how we receive Krishna. By their mercy. And Krishna is bound by that. Guru places Krishna in our hearts. And he says, now search for him. That is our sadhana. I have placed Krishna there. So this is great mercy for us. Inconceivable mercy. That on our own, by our own strength, we can try for millions and millions of lifetimes and maybe never attain anything. But by the mercy of Sri Guru, one moment of that mercy, like Narad Muni, one moment, maybe for millions of lifetimes, Nalakuber and Manigriva may not have attained the mercy of Krishna or Bhav Bhakti. But by that one momentary curse of mercy by Narad Muni, by that, Krishna was bound to give his mercy, to give darshan, to give his bhav bhakti, and to give them eternal positions as transcendental associates in Goloka Vrindavan, where they're always glorifying Krishna's names, forms, qualities, and pastimes. So that one moment of association with a pure devotee or with a sadhu, this is capable of granting complete perfection. Anyone who knows the verse and posts that gets immediately 10 burpees and 5 samosas. The verse which states, one moment of sadhu, of the association of the pure devotees is capable of granting complete perfection. And I'm waiting to see.
One moment?
One moment. Specifically 1/11th of a second.
Yeah, I know it in English, 1/11th of a second.
Yeah, but they have to post the verse.
You said they get immediately all these burpees. How's that?
By Manasi Seva. I think there's a delay. It's taking some time. Okay. So, iti means like this. Alternatively, iti means by this Damodar Lila and idrishyabhish cha, by his supremely enchanting, extraordinary childhood pastimes like Damodar Lila, He is immersing all of the residents of Gokul in great bliss. The addition of sva in the phrase svalilabhi conveys the greatness of his own pastimes, or it conveys the uncommon excellence of the playfulness of his pastimes. This has been described in Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10.11.7 in statements such as the following. Wow, there's a great delay. Gopi stobhito nrityat bhagavan balavat krachit udgayati kvachin mugdhas tadvasho daru yantravat. The gopis would encourage Krishna to dance in various ways. They would clap their hands or say, "If you dance, then we will give you a laddu." Does anyone know what a laddu is? The first person to post the recipe for a laddu.
Flour, butter, and sugar.
What?
Chickpea flour, butter, sugar, and elaichi.
Chickpea flour, butter or ghee, sugar, and, Sudevi says, elaichi, that is cardamom. First person to post the recipe for a laddu gets a laddu. If you dance, then we will give you a laddu. Although Krishna is Bhagavan, the supreme omnipotent Godhead, and the master of all opulences, omnipotent or omnipotent, and the master of all opulences, baby Krishna would dance for them like an innocent human child. Sometimes they would tell him to sing, and like an ordinary, bewildered child, he would sing for them. Enchanted by them, he became like a wooden puppet in their hands. How amazing is that? The supreme absolute truth, the Lord of everything, the supreme omnipotent, omnipotent, master of all opulences, becomes like a puppet, a wooden doll in the hands of the Brajabasis. He begins singing and dancing for laddus. How amazing is that? That's why those great sages are completely gobsmacked and flabbergasted, awestruck, that supreme absolute truth is playing just like a little child in the courtyard of Nanda Baba. They can't even fathom the possibility of such a thing, and yet it is happening. And they're completely mesmerized by it. It doesn't look like anyone has posted the shlok, Sudevi.
But they're there, right?
I hope so.
Maybe no one knows it.
Oh no. Jiva Pavan? Oh, there it is. I had to refresh. Okay, let's see. Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shashtre Koi, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. 3 times it is said Sadhu Sangha, associating with the pure devotees of the Lord. Srila Gurudev said Sadhu means that person who is in touch with Sat, or transcendence, 24 hours a day. That is a real sadhu. So just even one micro moment, lavamatra, technically means 1/11th of a second, one micro moment of association with the sadhu, sarva siddhi hoy, is capable of granting all perfection. And what is all perfection? That is prem, divine love and affection for Krishna. So we should not underestimate the value of sadhu sangha. But also to receive sadhu sangha is not so cheap and so easy. It's one thing to be in the physical vicinity of the sadhu. It's another thing to not be like a mosquito in the physical vicinity of a sadhu. Our Srila Gurudev would say that so many are just buzzing around creating disturbance. So what is sadhu sangha? It really means to serve that person, to develop attachment to them, to receive their moods and their conceptions, and to endeavor to awaken that within our own hearts in such a way that they are pleased. And when they are pleased, they will give us something, mercy, so that we can actually realize those moods, those teachings, and become, in essence, like themselves, sajatiya. Oh, Devaki's putting up the laddu recipe.
What is it?
Yeah, they make the best laddus. If you ever have a chance to go to Devaki and Punya's house for a festival, don't miss it. They
Go on an empty stomach.
definitely go on an empty stomach. They put on the best festivals with the best prashad.
Kirtan, prashad.
Ah, Baron S. Yes, I don't know your other name. More important than ghee and sugar probably is prem.
Aww.
Really, that is what Krishna eats. He doesn't eat the food, the ingredients of this material world, so to speak, but the mood, the bhav that is impregnated into that when it is offered to Krishna, that is what he accepts. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, he said, Patram pushpam phalam toyam. If one doesn't have anything else and all they offer me is either a leaf, a flower, some fruit, or water, then I will accept it. Yo me bhaktya, if it is offered with love and devotion. In other words, it is the love and devotion that he accepts. That's why he didn't take what Duryodhana offered, thousands of perfectly prepared preparations. Krishna said, I'm not feeling hungry. Why? Because Duryodhana had a mood against Krishna's devotees. So why would Krishna want to eat there? Krishna had no hunger whatsoever. But he went rather to the house of Vidura, who was his great devotee. And Vidura's wife was feeding Krishna what she thought was bananas. But in praying, she became completely confused. And instead of giving Krishna the banana, she was putting the banana away and feeding Krishna the peel, with love, affection, and tears in her eyes. And Krishna was relishing that as the best, most amazing thing he had ever had. Because of the love and affection of Vidurani. When Krishna doesn't eat food, so to speak, he eats love and affection. And each one of us has something in us, part of our intrinsic, inherent makeup. There's Sat Chit Ananda. There's Ananda in each one of us, and it is particular, specific, and flavorful. And Krishna also wants that. But he won't force it. He wants us to develop that affection where we want to offer that love and affection to him. And if that desire manifests in our heart, that greed manifests in our heart to serve and love Krishna, he will be so attracted, he won't be able to contain himself. He's been waiting since time immemorial for us to offer that to him. So for us, that's also hopeful. And by the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas, they help to awaken this tendency to love and serve Krishna. That is known as Krishna Seva Vasanam, the inclination or the tendency to serve Krishna. This is awakened in the association of pure devotees. And by that, not only will we become greedy to offer that to Krishna, but Krishna will become greedy to come and taste that love and affection. So enchanted by them, Krishna became like a wooden puppet in their hands. Like our Srila Prabhupada said, it appears that in Vrindavan, Krishna is simply a plaything in the hands of the gopis. And so that is actually paraphrasing this verse of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. And every time we hear these things from our pure devotees, I remember the first couple years I was with Srila Gurudev, he would say things that seemed very far out. And I would be like, oh, I'm not so sure. Never heard that before. Not that I'd heard everything or read everything, but I was thinking, oh, I'm not so sure. And within a very short time, it was confirmed. There it was in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. There it was in Śrīmad Bhagavatam. There it was within the works of our Goswamis. There it was within Prabhupada's books. And I just didn't see it before. And he was like, look, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere. And so he was opening our eyes to be able to see what was already present in front of us. We didn't have the eyes or the adhikar, the qualification to be able to recognize it. But then he started opening our eyes and showing us it's everywhere. Look, this is our goal. This is our aspiration. Srila Gurudev was awakening all of that. Awakening us to be able to see and recognize those things. And how much can we still not see? Imagine, compared to what they are seeing. But still, they are not giving anything new. Our Srila Gurudev made sure to impress upon us that our Guru Parampara is not creating or concocting anything. What is the real glory of a disciple? That they are keeping intact what they have received from their Gurudev, and they're distributing it just like a postman distributes the mail. He's not creating, concocting, adding, subtracting, crossing out lines inside the letter that someone else wrote you. Guru is the transparent medium by which Krishna is communicating to us, and the transparent medium by which we communicate to Krishna. So that is their glory. When Srila Prabhupada is making a statement like that, it's not something that he's creating off the top of his head, I think, I feel, I believe. No. Srila Prabhupada said, Vaishnavas always Shastra Chakshusha, always seeing through the eyes of Shastra. They never say, I think, I believe, maybe this or that. Immediately they will quote Shastra. And you see, even in a statement like that he's making, that seems like, oh, he's making something new. That it seems that in Vrindavan, Krishna is simply a plaything in the hands of the gopis. You see it directly here from the 10th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, chapter 11, verse 7. Tad vasho daru yantravat. Enchanted by them, he became like a wooden puppet in their hands. How beautiful is that? Vibharti kvachid agyapta itakonmana padukam bahukshepam chakurute swanam chapritim samudvaham. Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:11:8. The next verse. Sometimes the gopis would order Sri Krishna to bring them someone's shoes, wooden seats, measuring cups, or the weights used for scales. At such times, he would act as if he was unable to lift these articles and would simply stand there touching them, and then he would repeatedly strike his arms to show his mightiness. By such gestures, he would fill his own kin with boundless joy. We know that he would carry the shoes of his own father, Nanda Baba, on his head. The gopis would ask him, bring this, do that, and Krishna would go and he would try, but if he couldn't, then he would say, oh, I'm so strong. It was in sole reference to the above statements of Śrīmad Bhagavatam that Śrī Satyavrata Muni said, Shri Krishna causes svaghosham, his own kin, the residents of Gokul, to be totally submerged, nimajjantam, to be totally submerged in a nectarian and incredibly deep pool of extraordinary happiness. Extraordinary means so amazing. Extraordinary happiness. That is Ananda Kunda. A kund of bliss. Ananda Kund. That is the indication of this verse from Bhagavatam. Svanam Pritim Samudvahan. He thoroughly arouses deep love in his own dear kin. So by his extraordinary childhood pastimes, so sweet and so human-like, they don't see him as anything but their own dear beloved child. The Vatsalya Premi devotees of Krishna in Vrindavan, they just see him as their son. And his childhood antics and his sweetness, his gentleness, his loveliness completely casts all of them into the endless ocean of transcendental bliss. So he increases this more and more, thoroughly arouses deep love within his own dear kin, that is his family members. Alternatively, the word ghosha means to loudly proclaim the glory of something. So we're seeing here that our Guru Varga is able to go deeply into the words and see multiple depths of meaning. So they can give, oh, it means this, but it can also mean this or this. And Sanskrit is like that. Whatever is within the realm of rasa, which is not incompatible, they can extract these deep, deep meanings. Just as a diver, a pearl diver, is able to dive deep into the ocean and extract so many jewels and pearls from the bottom of the ocean. In the same way, our Guru Varga, who have access to Krishna's heart and to that transcendental realm, they're able to extract so many beautiful gems and jewels, and also look at those jewels from so many different perspectives and admire and share the beauty of those qualities. And so they're able to extract so many different meanings. And we see this in many of our acharyas, how they're able to deliver so many wonderful attributes. What does it mean from this perspective and that perspective? Many of our Guru Varga have given commentaries on Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And each one of their commentaries is unique to themselves. There are similarities, but they are unique. And each one is beautiful, awe-inspiring, and magical. Each one of their commentaries. And so it's not that one is right or one is wrong. They're revealing so many deep transcendental treasures. And we're very fortunate to be able to receive them. And in essence, develop such a holistic perspective. But we should know that even what we're receiving here is just a micro drop in the unlimited ocean. Because all transcendental pure devotees for all time, forever, until forever, in all directions, and all the Brajavasis, they are able to glorify these pastimes, and each one will be bringing out more and more jewels. Even Anantashesha, who has unlimited mouth, since time without beginning has been endeavoring to glorify Krishna. And he feels that I am unable to even scratch the surface of the unlimited glories of Krishna. So that's something amazing for us, that it will never be tiresome. It will always be ever fresh. That's the nature of Krishna, and his absoluteness is that his pastimes and everything are ever fresh. And the pure devotees are always relishing more and more and deriving transcendental pleasure, remembering Krishna's beautiful pastimes. So alternatively, the word ghosha means to loudly proclaim the glory of something, directing the word ghosha either to himself, svasya, or to his own, svanam. The meaning becomes either by broadcasting his own glories or by broadcasting the glories of his gopas and gopis. Certainly, by becoming absorbed in the mood of spreading his own extraordinary glories, as well as the glories of his own loved ones, even Sri Krishna sinks in Ananda Kund. And as a result, he feels the highest limit of happiness. So by glorifying his own devotees, Krishna is experiencing this unlimited transcendental bliss. And not only that, but by also broadcasting his own glories, by performing these pastimes, his devotees are also sinking in or drowning in this kunda of unlimited transcendental bliss and happiness. In order to further describe the extraordinary qualities of Sri Bhagavan, Śrī Satyavrata Muni then says, by these pastimes, Sri Krishna is making it known to all who are tadiya ishita geshu, tadiyeshita geshu. Making it known, that is akya payantam, to all who worship him as the Supreme Lord and the controller and the master of all souls. So Krishna is making it known to all of these personalities who worship him in his supreme majesty that he is only controlled and defeated by the love of his pure devotees, bhaktaya jitatvam. Only by that is he actually controlled. So Krishna is showing the entire creation, this is how I am controlled. All of you who understand that I am the supreme Lord of everything, I can only be controlled by love and affection. Even Krishna tells that to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Bhaktya, by bhakti, tvananyaya, no other way, exclusive. Anya bhilashita shunyam. This word anya is there. No other way. There's no other way. Bhakta tvananyaya, sakya, aham eve vidorjuna, gyatum, drashtum, chatatvena, praveshtum chaparantapa. Only by pure, undivided love and devotion can I be known and seen as I am. Means the real essential him can only be known, seen, and experienced by pure love and affection, not by any other process. So here he's manifesting these pastimes and showing the entire creation. Only by this kind of love and affection can I be fully controlled. Bhaktaya jitatvam. In other words, Krishna is declaring, I willingly become controlled by my bhaktas alone. Means by my devotees. Devotees doesn't mean that I'm a devotee. It means those who are devoted to him in love and affection and manifest that in the form of all kinds of service. I willingly become controlled by my bhaktas alone who are intent on serving me with pure devotion. If you have pure devotion or devotion, love and affection for anyone, how will it manifest? First thing, what is for them? What makes them happy? What is for their pleasure? For their benefit? This is the first conception. It manifests in the heart. I love you, I like you, I have some feeling for you. What can I do to let you know that? And so that love in the heart is manifest through the medium of so many different kinds of expressions of that love. And those expressions are taking a form. And that form is service. So, like for example, with Sri Guru, it can take the form of washing the clothes of Guru, or cooking for Guru, or massaging Guru, or preaching on behalf of Gurudev, or taking care of Gurudev's Thakurjis or his room, or promoting his books, or selling his books, or sharing his teachings, or anything. So many different ways we can try to show. And that is devotional service. It's with love, with devotion, and I'm doing some activity to show you how much affection I have. So here, you can't help it either. It's not like I need to prove to you how much I love you. It's an automatic expression of the heart. In the same way that if someone's feeling really, really hungry and you put food in front of them, they have to fulfill that hunger by taking that and putting it in their mouth and ingesting it. That's how that hunger will be satisfied. In the same way, when you really have love and affection for someone, then that will be expressed as service with love and affection, otherwise known as devotional service. I willingly become controlled by my bhaktas alone, who are intent on serving me with pure devotion. I am never controlled by those who are inclined to worship me while considering my supreme position and opulence.
I'm never inclined to what? To be controlled.
I am never controlled by those who are inclined to worship me while considering my supreme position and opulence. This is very important for us to understand. At this point, we must have that conception. Otherwise, if we're superimposing that we are beyond that and we're not even to the level of Godhead realization, and we're trying to jump beyond it artificially without being under proper guidance, then it can become sahajya.
And an offense.
And it can also be aparad, offensive. So it is essential that we come up to that qualification under the guidance of those persons who have that kind of intrinsic internal mood. And gradually, like the example I gave with the bicycle, once we have it down, then it will be automatic and natural. So in some ways you can say, yes, the practice of Vaidhi Bhakti is not the same as Raganuga Bhakti. But Raganuga Bhakti is in essence aligned with the very strong riverbanks. Now the river is flowing, but there's a bank by which the river is flowing on either side, and that is holding the river in its course. And that is all of the Maryada, that Vaidhi. But the river doesn't think about all of that. It just flows naturally toward its source, which is the ocean. In the same way, for us now, it is essential that we follow the rules and regulations of Scripture, the disciplines meted out by Sri Guru. And if we endeavor to follow them properly, for the pleasure, for the happiness, for the benefit, it's actually for us, really, but we can think, I'm doing this for my Gurudev, because he wants me to. And then Gurudev will see, oh, you are sincere. You're willing to accept the discipline I'm giving you. You are showing responsibility. Then just as any father with a wayward son, he wants to give the inheritance to the son, but he sees the son as a nonsense. Well, then you're not ready yet. Let me see some maturity. Let me see some responsibility. Let me see some real endeavor. Let me see something. Show me that you are qualified, that you are making an endeavor. And when that son begins to manifest the moods of responsibility, then a little bit more is given. Okay, let's see what you do with that. Later on, okay, you can take over the business. Later on, okay, now you have not only the full control of all of the money and the bank accounts and the business and everything, but I'm also going to allow you to be fully responsible for me. So Guru also does this by Vishambena Gurur Seva. Very deep intimacy, serving Sri Guru with one's life and soul. Guru will accept and consent to be controlled by the disciple. We have personally witnessed it. We were in Sri Keshavji Gaudiya Math, and our Gurudev had a pretty bad cough at the time. It was early, 1998 maybe, or 96, I'm not sure, 98. Gurudev had a bad cough. And that cough was putting pressure on his heart. And so Madhav Maharaj was, you could see, desperately concerned for Gurudev. But he knew that it wasn't good for Gurudev to cough like that. It was putting pressure on his heart. And Gurudev would either ring a bell or some buzzer or something to call Madhav Maharaj. Madhav Maharaj would wait. Then Gurudev would cough and he would go in and he would say, no coughing, sleep. Don't cough, sleep. And then Gurudev would be quiet for a while. Madhav Maharaj would just be waiting outside the door, very concerned. And then Gurudev would start coughing really heavy again. Madhav Maharaj would go inside. No coughing, sleep. Like this. For Gurudev's benefit. The coughing was one thing, but the pressure it was putting on his heart was completely another thing, and that was much more dangerous than the coughing. So he would say, no coughing, sleep, and then you would hear a few more minutes, extra long silence. And then after a certain point, he did it again, and then Gurudev was quiet and he went to sleep. Gurudev accepted that because of the love and the affection. He was accepting to be controlled, and maybe even like, I better not cough or I'll get in trouble. He didn't have to, but that love and affection was such that he was accepting that.
Like with the cupcake.
What is that?
He didn't eat it, remember? He ate from underneath.
Mm.
He'd get in trouble.
right? Because he also had some diabetic condition. He wasn't supposed to eat the sweets on his plate, although the devotees would make sweets or anything, and they would offer them. They would put them there, and he might just take one little piece, something, and then the rest would go as prasadam. So they put some cupcakes on his plate, or muffins, and he wasn't supposed to take them. And when the plate came back, they were so happy. Oh, Gurudev was so good. He wasn't supposed to take them because it would have hurt him. And he knew that I shouldn't take it, otherwise Mahārāja will be angry with me for doing what is not good for myself. So the plate came back and everything was as it should have been. All the cupcakes, the muffins were there, and the remnants of the prasadam was there, and they were so happy. Except when the devotees picked up the muffins or the cupcakes, they were very lightweight, not like a normal muffin or cupcake. It was like, they were like, this is quite light. And they flipped it over, and they saw that Gurudev had dug out the entire inside and taken that, and just left the shell. He had just left the shell. But why was he like that? Why did he just put it like that? Because he didn't want to get in trouble. Why would he get in trouble? For his own benefit. Because of the love and affection of his disciple. Krishna also works like this. Krishna is naughty in everything, but he can also get in trouble. But he is controlled by the love and affection of his devotees. And when that love is very thick, then that Maryada is forgotten. You are Bhagavan, you are God, the Lord of everything, O Supreme Majesty, whom fear itself is afraid of and death itself is afraid of, and who by the mere movement of your eyebrows, the sun and the moon and all planets move in their constellations. Move in their, what is it called? In their respective orders. Oh my God, like this. But that does not capture or control his heart. He does not consent to be controlled by someone who's approaching him with that kind of mood. It doesn't control him. He might appreciate nice prayers. It's nice, it's good, but it doesn't control him. He's only controlled by the pure love of his devotees. So here, I'm going to read it again. This is the Lord himself. I am never controlled by those who are inclined to worship me while considering my supreme position and opulence. So in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, this is also told again. And you can see that really what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving, the moods he is tasting, and what he is giving. What does he want to give to this world? Not that mood by which one is only seeing the Lord as God. Because he can never be controlled by that mood. Only by those who worship him with love and pure devotion. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also endeavoring to give what to this world? Raga marga bhakti loke korite pracharam. That's what he's preaching. The mood of the spontaneous love of the Brajavasis. This is called Rag Marg, spontaneous. So that needs to be awakened. And that is only awakened in the association of the pure devotees of the Lord. Krishna Bhakti Janmamul Hoy Sadhu Sangha. Only by the association of Krishna's pure devotees is Krishna Bhakti, or love and affection with devotion for Krishna, awakened within the heart. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to give this. And if we want to really serve and please Mahaprabhu, then we should accept what he's trying to give. Through the medium of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Through the medium of what Rupa Goswami came to give. And he delineated all of the path of our bhajan. How to progress on the path of love and affection for Krishna. In such a way that it will become spontaneous. And by that spontaneous, natural love and affection for Krishna, which eventually will have to become devoid of the mood of approaching him, that you are the supreme Lord of everything, an absolute God. it'll have to become so sweet and so familiar, but not artificially, through that practice that we are given by our Guru Varga, that Krishna himself will be controlled by that. Otherwise, he cannot be controlled. Thus, the sage captures the meaning of the following statement from Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:11-9. Bhagava darshayam stadvidam loka atmano vrityavashyatam. Bhagavan Shri Krishna showed the community of those who know about his supreme position that he only remains under the full control of his loving servants. Loving servants means they are serving him with love and affection. Not because they feel like they're a slave or they have to, because they cannot help themselves. Their hearts are overflowing with love and affection, and they cannot help themselves but to express that in some form of service. So how are the gopis serving Krishna? By making butter. They know that he's going to come and steal it, so they make that butter with a heart full of love and affection. Srila Gurudev explained that that butter is the manifestation of their heart's love and affection for Krishna. And as they're making that butter, only thinking, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. They're only thinking, Krishna is going to come and take this, steal this. But they're putting their whole heart in it. All of that work. You know how much work goes into making butter by hand? First they have to milk the cows. Then they have to boil that milk. Then wait till it cools. Put some yogurt culture in it. Let it turn to yogurt. Minimum of 6 hours. Then in the morning, when they get up, that yogurt is fully set. They take that and they begin to churn it. They add some cold water in there. And they begin to churn it until, and it can take quite a while, until it begins to separate. The butter comes to the top and the chach, or the buttermilk, or what is left over, remains underneath. Then they have to take that butter and also rinse it to get the pure butter. So they rinse all the milky substance off, and then they're left with pure butter. Sometimes when we go out, where will we go? Every year at Mansarovar, where we're going tomorrow. They would give us fresh hot rotis with a chunk of gur and this fresh butter made from yogurt. It was so amazing, so amazing. So by just making the butter, it's the expression of their heart's love and affection for Krishna. And Krishna cannot help himself. That's why he goes to every single house every day, because their heart's love and affection is being put into the form of that butter, and Krishna has to, being controlled by their love and affection, has to go and take that, because it is so attractive and so beautiful and soft and fluffy and tasty. It is their heart's love and affection. So that's why he only remains under the full control of his loving servants. It seems that we have a bracket here. The commentator, Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī, personally explains the above statements of Bhagavatam as follows. Here the word tad, about that or about him, is connected to Sri Krishna's position as Bhagavan. And when it is combined with Vidam, it becomes knowledge of his position as Bhagavan. Thus the meaning is clear. He is showing those who know about his supreme opulence that he willingly comes under the control of his loving servants. So this is also a particular nature of Krishna, that he likes to broadcast the glories of his loving devotees. For example, the whole pastime of Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasa. How did this happen? Why did it happen? Why did this happen? Because Krishna wanted to broadcast the glories of Ambarish Maharaj. The same with Prahlad. He wanted to glorify Prahlad Maharaj. And you see his conviction, his nishtha. No matter what, he would not give up chanting the holy names of the Lord. Look at Haridas Thakur. How glorified he is. Mahaprabhu called him Nam Acharya, the Acharya of the holy name. And when Haridas left our vision in this world, Mahaprabhu was dancing and weeping and holding his body and did the Samadhi festival himself personally. He allowed him to hold his lotus feet on his chest and look into the eyes of Mahaprabhu. And his last words as he was departing this world were Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, like that. Holding Mahaprabhu's feet on his heart. What kind of great and beautiful, wonderful benediction is that? So the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to reciprocate with the love of his devotees, which is infinite. And so how does he try? Somehow or other to glorify them. Not only should the disciple try to glorify the pure devotee, but the Lord himself is also trying to make that endeavor to glorify his own pure devotees. And here he's showing it off. He's showing off the glory of his Brajabasis, his nearest and dearest, to the rest of the entire creation. All who are looking at me with a mood of awe and reverence and opulence and as God. Look at what's able to control me. This pure, undivided love and affection, which has inside of it all of that, but it is so, all of what? All of that. Means that Aishwarya and opulence is all present in Vrindavan. In its maximum extent. But the love, the prem of the Brajabasis is so great that it is like an unlimited ocean, completely covering all of that opulence and everything, like a particle of dust in the ocean. Completely covered, completely saturated, completely defeated by the love and affection of Krishna's nearest and dearest beloved devotees. So he's showing off their glory to everyone else. Those sages and yogis who have been performing intense austerities for hundreds and thousands of years just to capture a glimpse of the effulgence coming from the toenails of Krishna. Yadyapi samadhishu vidhirapi pashyati natavanakhagra marichim. Even Lord Brahma, in complete samadhi, means full trance, is not able to capture even a dim glimpse of the effulgence coming from your toenails. Yadyapi, although, samadhishu, in deep samadhi, vidhir api pashyati, means able to see. He's talking about Lord Brahma. Natava nakagra marichim. Even the effulgence coming from your toenails. He cannot capture that. But Rupa Goswami is praying. Still, idam, now, ichchami, my desire. Nishamya tabachyuta. Tadapi, idam ichchami, sorry. Yadyapi samadhishu vidhirapi pashyati natava nakagra marichim idam ichchami nishamya tabachyuta tadapi kripan bhutavichim. He's praying that may you manifest this wonderful form. Let my mind, which is like a bumblebee, go to your lotus feet, which are like reddish lotus flowers. You can make the impossible possible. Although I don't even have as much as one sesame seed of devotion for you, still, and even though Lord Brahma cannot capture it, Rupa Goswami is saying, please make this possible. So this is the nature of devotion. He's feeling himself bereft, but he cannot help his greed. That greed is so desperate within his heart. I must have this darshan of your beautiful, sweet form. So the meaning is clear. He is showing those who know about his supreme opulence, his supreme majesty, that he is that he willingly comes under the control of his loving servants. Hmm?
Time.
What's the time? Oh my God. I couldn't see the time on here. I didn't realize I was going way over. Please forgive me. I was so excited. I thought we had another 15 minutes. And I keep looking up there thinking, we still have another 15 minutes. Not realizing that I was looking at the small hand on the clock instead of the big hand, which had gone over. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Śrī Dāmodara Leela ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. I have a strange angle view of the clock.
No, it was really good. So, but I just figured it might be time to tell you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
So thank you all very much for giving us this opportunity to remember the beautiful teachings of our Gurudev and our Guru Varga, and also especially for engaging us in our Guru Seva on a daily basis. For that, we are indebted to each and every one of you, for our Guru Seva is our life and soul. We look forward to being with all of you tomorrow. We are beginning tomorrow at 3:00 p.m. sharp. That is 2 hours earlier than usual. We will be going to Bandirvan, Bandirvat, Mansarovar, and so many beautiful pastime places. So we would appreciate and really love if you were with us tomorrow, starting 3:00. So we look forward to being with you tomorrow. Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Vino Bihari Ju ki Jai, Satyanandana Gaura Hari ki Jai.